This person fell in love with you, even with the age Diff. God wants you to listen this now. God says, "Beloved child, I am calling you now in this very moment, and I do not want you to delay." This message is not ordinary, this message is not casual, this message is not just for someone passing by, it is directly for you. I need you to open your heart and receive it, because it contains something you were not expecting but something you were destined to hear. You see, there is a person who has fallen in love with you, and this love is not by mistake, not by chance, not by human planning, but by divine orchestration. Even with the age difference, even with the circumstances that make no sense to the human eye, I, your God, have allowed this love to blossom, and I am asking you to listen carefully. This is not about what the world thinks, this is not about what others may judge, this is about what heaven has written about you before you were even born. This person looks at you and sees more than what people see on the outside. They see your spirit, your resilience, your soul, your essence, and every fiber of who you are shines to them in a way that cannot be explained in human terms. Age does not block true connection. Time does not erase divine alignment. The years do not matter in the same way when I, the Lord, breathe upon a connection. What I am revealing to you now is that love sometimes appears wrapped in mystery, wrapped in situations that you question, wrapped in timing that feels almost impossible. But you must know, beloved, that I never allow something into your life without reason. This person wrestled with themselves, asking how could it be that their heart beats differently when they think of you, how could it be that a single message from you lifts their spirit higher than anything else, how could it be that your voice lingers in their mind long after conversations end. They tried to resist, they tried to deny, but love does not obey human resistance, it answers only to the call of destiny. And their soul has recognized your soul. That recognition is eternal, it cannot be erased, it cannot be undone. Even with the years between you, even with people who may frown upon it, the truth is undeniable, they have fallen in love with you. I want you to understand that I, God, do not look at numbers the way man does. I do not look at your birthdays, your calendars, your limitations. I look at the purpose I have placed inside each heart. And when two hearts are meant to meet, they will, no matter the age, no matter the distance, no matter the roadblocks. What I want you to hear clearly is that this is not a mistake. The love that is forming, the admiration that is flowing, is divinely permitted. It is not meant to shame you, it is not meant to hurt you, it is meant to awaken something inside you that has been waiting, perhaps for years, perhaps for decades. Beloved, you have walked through seasons of feeling unseen, misunderstood, judged unfairly. You have been through pain where people left without explanation, where promises broke like fragile glass in your hands. You have carried the weight of rejection, and at times, you convinced yourself that maybe true love was not for you, that maybe your time had passed. But I am telling you now, your time has not passed. I am telling you now, your heart is still alive with the capacity to love and be loved. I am telling you now that the reason this person's love feels so different, so unshakable, so persistent, is because I sent them. Yes, I sent them across the bridge of time and circumstance to stand in front of you, whether physically, spiritually, or emotionally, to remind you that you are worth being loved beyond logic. I want you to understand that every prayer you prayed late at night when you thought nobody was listening, I heard them. Every time you said, "Lord, please don't let me end this life alone, please don't let me go unseen," I heard. And the answer has been unfolding, though you could not see it yet. This person carries in their heart the answer to prayers you thought I ignored. Listen carefully, because this is where I need your attention. If you allow doubt, if you allow fear, if you allow the noise of others to drown out my voice, you will miss the blessing I am preparing. The age difference is not a curse. It is a sign that love is beyond numbers, beyond the shallow measurements of society. When I, God, connect two souls, I do not ask the world for permission. I move in ways that confound the wise. I build bridges where humans say there are walls. I bring together what others say cannot fit. This person has not only fallen in love with you, but they are also willing to stand against storms for you. They see in you a future, they see in you a safe place, they see in you the partner their soul has longed for. They did not plan it, they did not expect it, but they cannot deny it. And now I am telling you, do not deny what I have allowed. Do not push away what I have planted. Do not sabotage what I have blessed. Yes, I know you fear. I know you wonder, what if people laugh? What if people misunderstand? What if this leads to pain? But, child, have I not carried you through worse storms? Have I not lifted you when no one else could? Have I not shown you again and again that when I open a door, no man can shut it? This is not the time to fear. This is the time to trust. This is the time to remember that my thoughts are higher than your thoughts, my ways higher than your ways. This person prays about you. You may not know it, but their whispers rise to heaven. They ask me to protect you, they ask me to strengthen you, they ask me to guide them so they do not hurt you. They ask if they are worthy of you. Imagine that, someone praying, "God, make me good enough for them." That is the level of reverence they have for you. That is not casual. That is not temporary. That is divine. I want you to lean into my voice right now and understand that you are safe. No harm will come to you as you walk in my will. You are not stepping into chaos, you are stepping into a miracle. You are not stepping into shame, you are stepping into a blessing. And you are not stepping into something forbidden, you are stepping into something written in heaven before the foundations of the earth. Do not overthink, do not let the enemy whisper lies in your ears, do not let fear strangle your joy. This is your appointed time. The age difference is only a shadow, but the light of your connection outshines it completely. You will see in time that everything I do has reason, and every love I ordain carries a purpose greater than the opinions of men. This love carries healing. This love carries restoration. This love carries laughter where there was silence, companionship where there was loneliness, warmth where there was coldness. Child, your heart has been waiting for this. Do not run now. Do not doubt now. Open your spirit, trust my timing, and let this love flow, because it is not ordinary, it is a miracle. And I, the Lord your God, am standing behind it. God says, this person fell in love with you, even with the age difference, and God wants you to listen to this now. Do not turn away, do not hesitate, for what is being revealed to you in this very moment is not an ordinary message, it is a divine whisper from eternity breaking through the silence of your life. You may have wondered, questioned, doubted whether what you felt was real, whether the looks, the words, the invisible pull between two souls separated by years but united by something stronger than time itself was an illusion. But God says no, it is not an illusion. It is not a mistake. It is not a passing dream. This love is something that has been woven into the very fabric of your destiny long before you ever took your first breath, long before they were even placed in your path. You see, God does not measure love by the years that a body carries, nor by the lines upon a face, nor by the gray or gold in one's hair. God does not calculate the worthiness of a connection by calendars or clocks. What man calls difference, heaven calls perfection. What man whispers about in secret, heaven celebrates in open song. God wants you to know that this person, even though God says that right now He is reaching into your heart with a message that cannot wait, a message that carries the weight of His divine timing, and a message that will touch you in a way that no human voice ever could. God says that this is not an accident, not a coincidence, and not just another passing thought. This is something He has been preparing for you to hear. You must understand that what is about to be revealed to you is wrapped in divine truth, in spiritual urgency, and in the assurance that His hand is upon your life. God says, there is a person who has fallen in love with you. This love is not shallow, not fleeting, not based on the illusions of the world, but it is a love that defies logic, defies fear, and even defies the barrier of age. You may have questioned it, doubted it, or tried to silence the thought, but God says He has seen what is hidden in the deepest places of the soul. This person, even with the age difference that might make others whisper, has been chosen by heaven to be drawn toward you. God says, He knows how much the world has trained you to doubt, how much voices around you may try to shame or question what seems unusual. But heaven does not see through the lens of judgment, heaven sees through the lens of truth, and that truth is that love has been placed into the heart of this person for you as part of a divine unfolding. God says, do not be afraid. Do not let fear choke what He is planting inside you. The enemy wants to distract you, to make you feel that something is wrong or dangerous about this, but God is whispering that love is pure when He is the center of it. Love is holy when it is aligned with His timing. Love is eternal when it is nurtured by faith, trust, and prayer. God says, "You must not look at the age difference as a wall but as a testimony that His plans do not follow human expectations." God says, "This person who loves you has wrestled in silence. They have prayed in private. They have shed tears that you never saw. They asked God why their heart feels this way, why it longs for you when the world might say otherwise. But God kept confirming it to them, God kept showing them signs that they could not ignore. And now God is showing it to you, because He says the time for secrets is ending. God says, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong for you. Do not let your mind spiral into fear. You are under His protection. He is covering you with His light, He is surrounding you with angels, and He is walking before you into the unknown. He says, even if you feel nervous, even if you feel uncertain, trust Him. Trust the path He is laying out before you. God says, the reason He is speaking this message to you with urgency is because delay can destroy blessings. Delay can make you hesitate until opportunities pass. Delay can allow doubt to poison what He is trying to grow. He says this love is real, and it is not meant to be hidden in the shadows forever. He wants you to hear Him, to feel His confirmation in your spirit, and to lean on Him instead of leaning on fear. God says, love that comes from Him has a purpose. It is not random. It is not meaningless. It comes to shape you, to grow you, to reveal new parts of your destiny. He says, this person who has fallen in love with you is not here to hurt you, but to add to your journey, to walk with you in a way that will strengthen your spirit. And though the age difference seems like a barrier, God says He made no mistake in aligning your paths. God says, He knows the thoughts of those around you. He knows some may not understand, some may judge, some may try to discourage. But He says do not listen to voices that do. They knew the world might look, the world might judge, the world might laugh, they still fell in love with you. And not just with a shallow attraction, not just with a fleeting desire, but with a deep and sacred recognition that your soul is bound to theirs, and their soul is bound to yours. There is a reason you keep thinking about them, even in the quiet hours. There is a reason your spirit stirs when you hear their voice or see their face, a reason your heart races when their presence touches the edge of your awareness. That reason is not your imagination. It is not temptation. It is not something you must run away from in fear. It is God telling you, listen now, because this is not what you think, this is more, this is destiny calling. Even the angels watch this connection with reverence, because they see that what you have stumbled into is not ordinary. Age is a number, but love is eternal. Flesh is temporary, but spirit is infinite. And spirit has recognized spirit here. What your mind tries to explain, what your body tries to rationalize, your soul already knows. God is saying, stop fighting what I have written, stop hiding from what I have ordained. This person fell in love with you because I, the Lord, placed that love inside of them. Do not think for 1 second that it was by accident. Do not think it was coincidence that your paths crossed when they did. Do not think it was random that the conversations unfolded the way they did. From the moment they saw you, there was something inside them that knew. They may not have understood it at first, they may have resisted it, they may have told themselves it was impossible, but love broke down those walls. They tried to ignore it. They tried to forget it. They tried to convince themselves that what they felt was too complicated. But every time they tried to walk away, they were pulled back. Every time they tried to silence the voice of their heart, it screamed louder. Every time they told themselves it could not be, God whispered, it must be. And now here you are, reading these words, because God does not want you to miss this truth. He says, do not let fear steal what I have prepared for you. Do not let the opinions of people drown out the voice of heaven. Do not let age differences, distance, obstacles, or the weight of society's judgment rob you of a blessing that I designed with my own hands. This person prays for you more than you know. They think of you when they rise and when they sleep. They see things in their life that remind them of you everywhere. They cannot explain why they feel so drawn, why they cannot let go, why they see you in dreams, why your presence lingers even in your absence. They feel like they are going crazy sometimes, but God has been reassuring them, you are not crazy, you are in love, and this love is divine. And God says to you, you feel it too. You have tried to hide it, you have tried to convince yourself that maybe it is nothing, maybe it is passing, maybe it will fade. But it has not faded, has it? Even now, the thought of them makes your heart ache. Even now, your spirit longs for them like the desert longs for rain. Even now, when you try to distract yourself, something happens to remind you, to call you back to this truth, that love is not blind, love is not foolish, love is not weak. Love is God Himself living inside two hearts that dare to surrender. You have asked, God, why me? Why them? Why this difference? Why now? And God answers, because I wanted to show you that my ways are higher than your ways. Because I wanted to show you that love is not bound by rules man creates. Because I wanted to break every chain of fear in your life by showing you that I can send love to you in the most unexpected vessel. Because I wanted to bless you, heal you, restore you through someone who would cherish you like no one ever has before. This love will not destroy you. This love will not curse you. This love is not sent to shame you. This love is sent to redeem you. It is sent to heal wounds from the past, to silence the voices that told you that you were not worthy, to restore the parts of your heart that were broken, to give you joy where there was once sorrow. Do not push it away. God says, if you keep doubting, you will miss the miracle I placed in front of you. If you keep hesitating, you will delay the blessing I want to pour into your life. If you keep listening to fear, you will walk away from something that heaven itself has been cheering for. This person is not perfect. They have flaws, they have battles, they have fears too. But their love for you is pure. Their intentions for you are honest. They want nothing more than to give you their heart, to protect you, to hold you, to walk beside you. Even though the world may not understand, they understand that what they feel is not ordinary. It is something worth fighting for. And you must know this: you are worthy of this love. You are worthy of being chosen despite the difference in age, despite the circumstances, despite the voices that said you never would be. You are worthy because God Himself says you are worthy. This person sees the light in you that others overlooked. They see the beauty in you that others ignored. They see the truth in you that others were blind to. That is why they fell in love with you. That is why they cannot let go. That is why even in the face of judgment, their heart refuses to deny what it feels. God says, listen now. Do not close your ears. Do not harden your heart. I am speaking to you through this message. This is confirmation. This is your sign. This is me telling you that love has found you, and though the vessel is unexpected, though the difference is there, it is not a mistake. This is my gift to you. And know this too: the enemy will try to attack it. People will try to discourage you. Doubt will try to creep in. Fear will whisper lies. But you must hold fast to the truth: what God joins together, no man can separate. What God ordains, no devil can destroy. What God blesses, no curse can undo. This person loves you more deeply than words can explain. They have cried over you. They have prayed over you. They have smiled because of you. They have stayed up at night thinking of you. And they are not giving up. Even when it is hard, even when it feels impossible, their heart is holding on to you. That is not by chance. That is by God. God says, embrace it. Do not run. Do not hide. Do not let fear steal your miracle. This is divine love, and it is yours. Not come from Him. Listen to His Spirit. His Spirit confirms peace, His Spirit confirms love, His Spirit confirms when something is aligned with His will. God says, pray. Do not make this decision with your mind alone. Do not overthink it with logic. Go into prayer, and you will hear His whispers more clearly. In prayer, you will feel His assurance that you are not walking into danger, but into destiny. In prayer, You will know that even the unusual things He allows in your life are stepping stones towards something greater. God says, He sees how many times you have asked Him if you will ever find love again, or if love was meant for you. He says this is part of His answer. He says He has not forgotten you, He has not overlooked your longing, He has not ignored your prayers. He says He is giving you something beautiful, even if it comes in a package that looks different than what you expected. God says, His ways are higher than your ways. His thoughts are greater than your thoughts. Do not measure His gifts by worldly standards. Do not measure His blessings by human traditions. Do not reject what He has sent because it looks different. He says, open your heart and you will see His fingerprints on this. God says, trust Him with your emotions. He says you are not too late, not too broken, not too far gone to receive love. He says this person who loves you sees you beyond the surface, beyond the years, beyond the doubts. They see you with a purity that only He could inspire. And He says that love is genuine. God says, you will feel a peace wash over you when you stop fighting this revelation. You will feel the burden lift when you surrender it to Him. He says let go of fear, let go of doubt, let go of shame, and simply allow Him to guide you. God says, your future is already safe in His hands. Nothing can destroy what He has ordained. No voice can silence what He has spoken. No fear can cancel what He has planted. He says trust, pray, surrender, and believe. And now God says, this is urgent. This is not a word to put off for another time. This is a moment where He is calling you to listen. This is a window of grace, a divine opening. Do not shut it, do not turn away. God says, let love in, because He is in it. Beloved, God is with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. Trust Him. Pray to Him. Walk forward knowing that this message is not just a thought, but a divine whisper directly into your soul. God says, this message comes as a river flowing straight into your heart, carrying the truth that cannot be ignored. God says, this person fell in love with you even with the age difference, even with all the circumstances that others might see as barriers, even with the doubts that sometimes whisper in your mind. God says, love is not bound by time, not chained by years, not limited by human expectations. Love is an eternal flame that God Himself ignites in the soul, and when He places it in two hearts, nothing in this world can extinguish it. God says, this is not by chance, not by accident, and not something to be overlooked. This is His doing, His divine arrangement, and He is asking you to listen now, because waiting too long may allow fear or distraction to steal the miracle He has been preparing. God says, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you because His hand is over you, and His angels walk around you as guardians of your destiny. You have cried in the silence, wondering if love is meant for you, wondering if the whispers you feel in your soul are real. God says, yes, it is real. It is a sacred confirmation that this person, despite the age difference, carries a love so deep, so enduring, so pure, that it defies all logic. This love was placed in their heart by the divine, and it is for you, not for anyone else. You may feel unworthy at times. You may wonder if others will judge, if society will speak, if friends will question, but God says, ignore the noise. His voice is greater than their opinions. He does not operate by human rules, he operates by heavenly order. And in his heavenly order, two souls can be joined regardless of age, distance, background, or circumstance. God says, He is bringing this to you as a gift, as a blessing, as a reminder that He has never forgotten your prayers. You have been through seasons of loss, through moments of betrayal, through long nights where you asked, God, is there anyone who will truly love me, not for what I give, but for who I am? And God says, yes, this is why He allowed this person to be drawn to you. Because this love is not shallow. This love is not temporary. This love is not dependent on age, wealth, or conditions. This love is divine. It is rooted in your spirit, not just in your body. God says, He wants you to trust Him and not run away from this. Do not allow fear to blind you. Do not allow doubt to convince you that it is impossible. God says, He has already made the way, even if you do not see it yet. The doors that are closed will open. The hearts that are resistant will soften. The questions you have will be answered, but for now, He only asks that you believe. God says, He is watching how you respond, because the choice is yours. You can run from it and delay what He has written, or you can step into it with courage, knowing that He will shield you from every arrow and guide you through every storm. This love will not harm you. This love will not betray you. This love will not leave you empty. God says, this love will heal you, uplift you, and restore parts of your soul that you thought were lost forever. The age difference is nothing before God. Time is His creation, and He is not bound by it. What seems like years to man is just a breath to Him. When He writes a story, He writes it beyond the limits of time. God says, He Himself is telling you that this connection is blessed. Do not fear. Do not hide. Do not deny. God says, His angels have been whispering to you through dreams, through sudden thoughts, through unexplainable feelings. Every time you felt your heart race, every time you felt their presence even from afar, that was not your imagination. That was Him showing you that His hand is upon this. That was Him reminding you that love knows no boundaries. You may say, but God, how can I be sure? How can I know this is your will? And God answers, because He is placing peace in your spirit even as you hear these words. Because He is reminding you of every time you prayed for someone who would see your soul and not just your appearance. Because He is showing you that this person, regardless of the difference in years, has been chosen to love you with a love that reflects His own heart. God says, "Many will not understand, but that is not your concern." He is asking you to walk by faith, not by sight. He is asking you to trust His timing, not your reasoning. He is asking you to step into the unknown, because He is already waiting for you there. He is asking you to believe that what He joins, no one can separate. God says, your safety is guaranteed. Your heart is in His hands. Your destiny is protected. Nothing will go wrong when you follow Him. The world may try to intimidate you, but His Spirit will empower you. You are not weak, you are not lost, you are not abandoned. You are chosen, cherished, and guided. God says, He is telling you this now because the time is urgent. He does not want you to miss this divine season. This person has already been wrestling with their feelings, already been wondering if you would accept them, already been afraid of rejection because of the age gap. But God says, He has been strengthening their heart, preparing them to confess, and waiting for you to receive it. Do not delay. Do not close your ears. Do not let fear steal your blessing. God says, this love is a miracle, and miracles do not happen every day. This miracle is for you, and you alone. Trust Him. Pray to Him. Believe in Him. And you will see that what He promised will come to pass. God says, even when the voices of doubt rise, you will feel His reassurance. Even when questions come, He will give you answers. Even when fear whispers, He will give you peace. This love will not destroy you, it will lift you higher into His purpose. God says, He is giving you a chance to step into something eternal. Age is not a barrier when love is divine. And this is divine. Listen now. Trust Him now. Pray now. And receive what He has prepared for you. This is your urgent message. This is your confirmation. God says, this person fell in love with you, even with the age difference, and He wants you to listen.